Erev Shabbos, Parshas Mitzayro, and Erev Pesach. One quick tiny thought about Hareza Meshubach. Hareza Meshubach, call a Marbe L'Saber B'Yisrael Mitzrayim Hareza Meshubach. So the truth is that the Kasha isn't as strong with our Nusach. But back in the 1500s, the Maisa Hashem, one of the original Agadas, all the famous questions, like, they're all played off of him. And then Esivus wrote after him, Rabbi Yitzchak. He was one of the good Echem Gedolei Ador, a Miyuchad B'Doirei, a Mordeg Agadah. So he writes over there that Hareza Meshubach, you talk about, you see Sipur Yetzias Mitzrayim, Hareza Meshubach. He says, what's the big deal? You just keep in the Torah. You put on tefillin, Hareza Meshubach. You keep Shabbos, Hareza Meshubach. No, you're an Erech Hayid. You're never Hashem. What do you mean Hareza Meshubach? So the truth is, if you look at his Nusach in the Haggadah, it says that Kol Masaper B'Yetzias Mitzrayim. It doesn't say Kol Marbe. Our Nusach says Kol Marbe. Like if you go beyond, so that's one Torah. It's changed the Nusach. But if you want to stick with the original Nusach, what's the godless of Sipur Yetzias Mitzrayim? So he answers, he says, L'maisa, we shouldn't be sitting around, lounging like royalty, taking out all of our treasure, all of our gold or silver, flaunting as a... It's not really a Yiddish thing. Since when do Jews flaunt like that? We don't act like kings. It's the greatest midah of all, says the Ramban and his Zigeres, is to be a onov. Stay from Kas, stay from, Anivus is a core midah. And now we're like, Spitz, no, bring me to wash by my seat. Come on. Since when do you act like this? No. Hareza Meshubach. Hareza Meshubach. This Avdus of Hashem, this Bnei Chayrin, Hareza Meshubach. You are praiseworthy. You are royalty. Why? Because if Hashem didn't take us out of Mitzrayim, we'd still be avodim to Parai. Truth is, it doesn't say we would be avodim to Parai. It says we would be mishubadim to Parai by Mitzrayim. It doesn't say that we would be mishubad to Mitzrayim. It says to Parai. You see, the truth is, the way the history works is that as time goes on, empires fall, slaves go free. We wouldn't be in Egypt. But the reason why we wouldn't be in Egypt would have been because of Paro. He would have set us free. His empire would have collapsed. Because the Rebbeinu Shalom took us out beyond Chazaka, we don't owe a thing to Paro. Forget it. We don't owe him nothing. Hareza Meshubach. We are not indebted to a soul other than the Rebbeinu Shalom, Avinu Shabashamayim. Hareza Meshubach. That's our godless. That's our malchus. That's our cherus on the night of the Seder. Melech Biederman says an amazing story. There's a guy who had over his shver for a Seder. His shver wasn't there from, he was in Amaretz. Didn't know anything. He's going through the Chad Gadya. The Chad Gadya is a funny story. Ramesh Wolfson says that we finished off the Seder, which is all the Seder is all soid. He says, it's all a they're in different levels, right? There's a level of the Haggadah you could read to the kids too. He says that the whole inyan of the Seder is the night of the Seder. Leil Shimurim is bitachon. One of the themes. He says part of bitachon is chapin that you could have questions with no answers. It's like, it doesn't have to make sense. It doesn't have to make sense. When you're in a relationship and there's a piece of it that you don't understand, if the relationship is airtight, those bubbles don't matter. It's all right. I don't have to have any answer. I know who my tati is. So we end up with Chad Gadya because there's plenty of kashas on Chad Gadya. But it's a little bitochen. by the time you get to the end, you have such a stark betochen. You want to see, can I withstand a good kasha? But Bekitzer, the Shver was sitting there, and he says, the story of Malamaisa makes no sense. Like, what are you talking about? A father and goats and like, where do you buy a goat for 2 zuz? That was his kasha. Where do you find a goat for 2 zuz? My son-in-law said, you know what? There's a place you could buy 2 zuz. His Shver says, I chap what the soid of Chad Gadya is. The Amar, it says, you could buy 2 zuz on the black market. You could get a goat for mamash 2 zuz. It's bupkis, otherwise it costs 1,000 shekel. He says that's mamash the galus of Chad Gadya, For Rav Mach Biderman says, it's not that the goat was bought by the father. The Zab and Abba betrays Uzeh. The goat bought the father for 2 zuz. How do you so B'derech Drush, you could say that we are the Gadya, and the B'nai Shleilam, Hashem is Avinu Shabashamayim, Zab and Abba. How do you buy Hashem with 2 zuzim? Well, I'm buying Hashem. What are you talking about? He says, yeah, you could mamash own the heavens. 2 zuzim, move 2 things. Close your eyes. Close your lips. There's something you want to say. There's something you want to see. You can mamash Zab and Abba betray Zuzeh. Zuz also means a movement. With just 2 movements. Just close your eyes. Close your mouth. You own heavens. You shake the heavens. It's a murdig of art, a murdig of Maisa. Basically, we should be zeicha that we should. It's called Pesach. We should open our mouth and say the right things. And Erev Pesach, there's a lot of things. It could be very stressful. It should only be besimcha and the joy and the schwitz of being an eved Hashem. There's no greater simcha. There's no bigger cheres than avdas to Hashem. But we should be able to close your mouth at the right time and be zoicha to mamish Zab and Abba betray Zuzeh and bring Mashiach tzedkeinu b'meheri min amen. Hai mi Mitzrayim ge'altonu be'savodim pedisonu mi Mitzrayim Mitzrayim ge'altonu be'savodim pedisonu mi 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 Mitzrayim. How do you end the song that never ends and then you never want it to end? Good Shabbos, good Yom Tiv.